because there are some conversations happening in the BCCI boardrooms that I thought I must relay to you guys as well. This is ahead of the 22nd December, the AGM that's been scheduled for that particular time. It's the 31st annual general meeting of the BCCI Apex Council, and ahead of that, there are certain things that we are picking up here on Sports Today right now. Multiple agendas, as is the case with any annual general meeting, but this one will have the player central contracts as one of its top agendas as well. There are a few other agendas as well, which I will touch upon in just a bit. The restructuring of certain tournaments, restructuring of fee structures, central contracts for the women players as well as the digital properties. So many of those things are on the agenda, but let's get the bull by its horns and talk about the BCCI central contracts over here. I'm going to be talking for much of this stream, for a long duration of this stream. I'm going to be talking in particular about three players: Shubman Gill, Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli. Now remember, Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli are at the moment two of the only four players who have the BCCI A plus category central contract. Remember, that is the most elite central contract that gets given. Only four Indian cricketers have it, and that gives you 7 crore rupees. After which is the A contract, in which Shubman Gill is presently at the moment. But remember, so much has changed over the course of the last 12 months. Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma do not play in T20Is and ODIs anymore. What is and Test cricket, beg your pardon, anymore. What has also changed is that Shubman Gill can now be seen across all formats. So what I'm picking up at the moment is that you could be looking at a scenario where Shubman Gill gets promoted to A plus category. That will be the biggest talking point. That'll be the biggest news break. Of course, we're waiting for official confirmation, but credible sources telling Sports Today right now that you could have a scenario wherein a Shubman Gill, because of the fact that he is playing all formats now, and traditionally we've seen players who play all formats and form pretty much the backbone of Indian cricket, are given the A plus contracts. Let me tell the other two names who have A plus contract besides Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli right now. That is Ravindra Jadeja and Jasprit Bumrah. Those are the only four players that have an A plus contract, but you're looking at a revision. You're looking at perhaps a bit of a shuffle over here, because what is being talked about at the moment also is that Ravindra Jadeja, a Virat Kohli, a Rohit Sharma, they're only playing one format now, which is the 50 over format. So could the BCCI go ahead and demote them? Could they be then given an A-level contract? And that is something that is being talked about right now, because you cannot perhaps have a scenario wherein Ravindra Jadeja gets demoted by the other two. What logic will the BCCI then be having for keeping Rohit Virat? Yes, of course, they're the biggest superstars of Indian cricket, and nothing changes that. Not even a contract demotion, in my opinion, will change that. But if this is about keeping the same yardstick, perhaps this could also be happening going forward. However, this is just being talked about right now. That, of course, will then the BCCI will have to see if they really want to treat their superstars and give them the special treatment, give them an A plus contract. We'll have a separate conversation at that time. But BCCI well within their rights as well to go ahead do that. What will you then be telling a Ravindra Jadeja? That is something we'll have to wait and see. Or you just go ahead and have all three be there in the A plus contract and put a Shubman Gill over there. But with so much happening, with so many talks regarding the future of Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, well, I won't be surprised if these conversations about a demotion of their contract, of shifting them from A plus, which gives you 7 crore rupees, to the A level contract, which gets you 2 crore lesser. You get 5 crore if you're in the A category. That perhaps will be interesting to see if the BC, but not surprising. If you ask me, not surprising, because there's so many things being said about their future at the moment. So that is one big thing that we're picking up at the moment. It's still developing. Let's see as we get closer to the 22nd how the story develops and what is it that comes out of that meeting. They're also looking, the BCs are also looking at upgrading certain infrastructures. They want to take a deep dive into certain other domestic tournaments, and also look at restructuring the fee structure as well. They want to restructure the fee structure for umpires. They want to do a payment revision over there, a salary revision over there. WPL contracts, central contracts for the women cricketers, that is also on top of their agenda. Let's see if the BCCI are willing to incentivize women cricket more, especially after that colossal victory that you had in the women's World Cup just about a month and a half back. So those are some of the talking points that the BCCI has, some of the meeting points that they've made. Let's see what comes out of that meeting, which will take place on the 22nd of December. For now, that's all that I have for you. Do subscribe to Sports Today if you haven't done so already, and give this video a like if you liked this particular update.